Hello everyone, I'm Jessica Blackbird. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and
Arrest.
subscribe.
He said people who might want to videotape from 1 or 2 feet away are presenting a danger to the
Police. People in Arizona may have to think twice before pulling out a cell phone to record the police. A new state law now makes it illegal to record an officer within 8 feet. NBC News reporter Alicia Fieldstad is looking into this for us. So, Alicia, what's the reasoning behind this law, and what are the possible penalties for violating it?
Hi, Aaron. Thank you for having me. Representative John Kavanaugh, the Republican who sponsored the bill, said he introduced the law after officers in Tucson expressed concerns about people getting too close to them as they may be trying to make an arrest. He said people who might want to videotape from 1 or 2 feet away are presenting a danger to the officers and to themselves. He also said people who video could distract an officer, leading to a suspect escaping or possibly assaulting the officer. Violating the law is a misdemeanor, which can come with fines or even up to 30 days in jail.
Are bad eggs and they do bad things, and it doesn't matter what race you are. I know that we excuse me, mostly see black people being murdered by police, and yes, I'm calling it murder because most of them are running away and most of them don't have weapons and they're still being shot down, whereas some of these mass murderers have been taken into custody without incident. And, you know, it's just clear, and I don't care who gets angry at what I'm saying, it's the truth. However, there are white people and Hispanic people and Asian people who get bullied by cops, who are wrongfully arrested, wrongfully convicted, wrongfully shot and killed. You know, I've seen plenty of videos. You can go look on YouTube. There are plenty of other people of other races who are murdered by police. So I think it is imperative that we have the right to videotape, because the police can always edit their videos from their body cams. They can refuse to release it. All sorts of things can happen in a lot of these police arrests, police calls, and all that. So 8 feet away is pretty far, but you know, with the technology and cameras and all that, and you know, computers and all that, it can be zoomed in, I assume. I don't know. But anyway, let me read you the new law in Arizona, and I hope that this law doesn't go around the country. I hope that other states don't pick up on this, because I think it is, you know, imperative that we all have the right. I have not had any interactions with police, and I hope I never have to. But like I said, we need police. We need the good cops, and we need them to protect us and not harm us. Let me get back to the article. Civil rights and media groups opposed the measure that Republican Governor Doug Ducey signed Thursday. The law makes it illegal in Arizona to knowingly video police officers 8 feet or closer without an officer's permission. Some on private property with the owner's consent can also be ordered to stop recording if a police officer finds they are interfering or the area is not safe. The penalty is a misdemeanor that would likely incur a fine without jail time. There needs to be a law that protects officers from people who either have very poor judgment or sinister motives, said Republican Representative John Kavanaugh, the bill's sponsor. I'm pleased that a very reasonable law that promotes the safety of police officers and those involved in police stops and bystanders has been signed into law, Kavanaugh said Friday. It promotes everybody's safety, yet still allows people to reasonably videotape police activity as it is their right. So it's our right to be able to video when something's happening with the police officers. They can't tell you you can't video, but in Arizona, you can't be more than 8 feet near the incident that's happening. So, I mean, 8 feet, you should be able to video and zoom in, right? And to be honest, I wouldn't want to be more than 8 feet, because if bullets start to fly, I don't want to be catching a bullet and maybe dying because I'm trying to video an incident. I've never ever done this ever, and I hope to never have to. But sometimes the video is the only evidence for something, sinister that has gone on between police officers and the public, the civilian. Anyway, the Phoenix Police Department, which oversees the nation's fifth largest city, has been criticized in recent years for its use of force, which disproportionately affects Black and Native American residents. The law has left opponents like K.M. Bell, staff attorney for the American Civil Liberties Union of Arizona, incredulous. Federal appellate courts already have ruled that recording police is clearly established right, according to Bell. The law won't work in real life scenarios. I mean, 8 feet, why would you want to be closer? But like I said, it is our right. Sometimes it is the only evidence that a person may have of wrongdoing by a police officer. Kavanaugh, who was a police officer for 20 years, amended the legislation so it applies to certain types of police actions, including questioning of suspects and encounters involving mental or behavioral health issues. So you guys, I've seen lots of video where a person is having a mental health breakdown issue. I mean, their family calls for help, and next thing we know, Black, white, and everything in between, the person having the mental breakdown is shot and killed. The law also makes exceptions for people who are the direct subject of police interaction. They can film as long as they are not being arrested or searched. Someone who is in a car stopped by police or is being questioned can also film the encounter. So if you are stopped by police and you're in your car, you can begin filming. They cannot tell you to stop. And if, unless they're searching you or they handcuffed you, of course, how are you going to record if you're handcuffed? But someone else in the car can film the entire encounter. They cannot tell you to stop because you're in that car. All right. Those exceptions were based upon input from all sorts of people, including the ACLU, he said. Rumblings 2 years ago about anti-police groups who deliberately approach officers while filming inspired draft legislation. There was a risk of an officer being injured or a suspect escaping or ditching evidence, Kavanaugh said. The Reverend Jared Maupin, a Phoenix activist, has represented victims of excessive force by police. Some of the cases received more publicity because video captured by bystanders was posted online, which was what I was trying to say before, that a lot of time the video that people take actually helps to prove a case one way or the other. In one case, a Black couple had police officers point guns at them in front of their children in May 2019 after their young daughter took a doll from a store without their knowledge. They received a $475,000 settlement from the city. Maupin believes the law is a tactic to help police avoid responsibility. I also believe this. I don't think that it's about their safety. I think it's about not having as much reliable video evidence from bystanders that prove that they've done something wrong. To be honest, you guys, it is very frightening to even think about having an encounter with police. My heart pounds. I mean, it pounds if I think that a police officer has put his lights on behind me. I mean, I drive very responsibly. I don't speed or anything like that. But from seeing how they are so quick to pull their guns on, Black, Hispanic, Native American people. It's just a scary thing, And like I said, Black, white, and everything in between have been murdered by police. It's just a scary thing in this country, and it's talked about all over the world. Proximity is not a luxury in terms of documenting the actions of officers who engage in acts of brutality, Maupin said. Sometimes the victims and the bystanders have no choice to be within the proximity that the bill now prohibits. Bell said it's unlikely that other states might follow suit to limit police recordings directly given questions about constitutionality. So, pretty much that's the bill and what it stands for. And so I'm going to do another video right after this about an encounter that my ex-husband had while we were still married. So stick around for that in a little while, you guys. Let me know what you think about this bill. Should it be all over the country, or just, keep it over there in Arizona, please? Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know about some of your encounters with police. Was it a scary encounter, or was it just another run-of-the-mill everyday thing? Let's talk about it in the comments. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Those are 3 easy, free ways to help my little channel grow. Thank you, guys.